Hello, Ryan. This is Space Lord Grandpa, and I'm calling today because I hear you're feeling sick. And sometimes when you feel sick, you'd like to have someone read you a book. So Grammy bought you a book yesterday. Look at this. It's The Cat in the Hat, and it's titled "There's No Place Like Space." Now, the Cat in the Hat is a very famous person. There are hundreds and hundreds of books written by and about Cat in the Hat. So this one I want to read to you today. So you can watch and hear this in the future. And when you're not feeling good, always think about, read me a Cat in the Hat book. Okay, ready? So here's what's written. I'm the Cat in the Hat, and we're off to have fun. We'll visit the planets, the stars, and the sun. There is no place like space. I will prove it to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Jump in. Here we go. We will fly up so high. We can dance on the moon and play games in the sky. We will swing past the stars, and in case you have missed them, you'll soon see the planets of our solar system. There are 8 of these planets that circle the sun, and soon you'll be able to name every one. Mercury's close to the sun, burning light. It is hot in the daytime, but freezing at night. Here's Mercury. It's a rock. On Venus, the weather is always the same, hot, dry, and windy, with no chance of rain. See, today's weather on Venus, really hot, 900 degrees. That's 9 times the temperature on Earth. Can you guess the next planet? Well, here's a clue. It's my home and home for thing 1 and thing 2. You have been living on it each day since your birth. It is third from the sun. It is our planet, Earth. It spins all the time, round and round like a top. It turns once every day, and it will never stop. This question had thing 1 and thing 2 in a tizzy. If the Earth's always spinning, why don't we feel dizzy? We don't feel the Earth as it spins on its way because we're spinning right with it right now every day. Next here is Mars. It's the color of rust. We sneeze here because it's covered with dust. Travel to Jupiter and you will find it's bigger than all the other planets combined. It's really big. Saturn has rings. It's so light you would think it could float in an ocean and not even sink. It's because it's a gas. It's not a lot of rocks, a lot of gas. A planet can have satellites that surround it. Uranus has lots of these objects around it. There are colors in space. I will show some to you. Neptune, planet 8, is a beautiful blue. You have seen all the planets. Now here's the trick to remember their names and remember them quick. There's a trick. The first letter of each of these words is the same as the first letter in each of our planets you name. Mallory, Valerie, Emily, Michael's just saved up 999 nickels. Now here's a game you can play in the skies. Connect all the stars and you can see with your eyes. There's star dot to dot. Use your imagination and you'll see big pictures we call constellations. The big moon's a really good one too. A dog, the great bear, and Leon and the lion, Taurus the bull, and a hunter, Orion. It sounds a little bit like Ryan, but it's Orion. A star in the sky may look small like a dot, but it's really a big glowing ball, and it's hot. And there's one star by far that's our favorite one. We can't live without it. The star called the sun. From the Earth it looks big, and there's one reason why. It's the closest to Earth of the stars in the sky. But be careful and never look right at the sun. Your eyes would get hurt, and that would not be fun. How big is the sun? We just heard right this minute. 1 million of our Earths could fit right in it. Oh, look at the time. We must go very soon. But first we must take a quick look at the moon. The moon does not shine in the sky in the night, but like a mirror reflects the sun's light. Astronauts flew to the moon to explore a place no one had ever been before. It was in 1969. They walked on the moon and then drove all over it in a special moon car called a lunar rover. An astronaut studies what's up in the sky. Thing 2 wants to be 1. In fact, so do I. The universe is a mysterious place. We are only just learning what happens in space. So I brought you a present to look in the sky. Just put this telescope up to your eye. Oh, dear, I must go, fly back to the stars, and take things 1 and 2 out to dinner on Mars. But there's a lot to discover, and it might be you who looks up in the sky and finds something new. So always look in the sky, Ryan, and when you have a chance, get a telescope. And remember, the Cat in the Hat knows all about our solar system. So I know you'll be feeling better soon. In the meantime, you and your mom and your dad can listen to Space Lord read you The Cat and the Hat.